are live on YouTube. Yes, we are. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is Colson-Eyre. It is April the 26th, which I just put the wrong date on Facebook. So exciting. So I'll have to go back and change that.
Guys, we are
but anyway,
on YouTube.
It's April 26th, not the 27th. And it's our Boss Babe call. So welcome everybody, all of you that are Zooming in and all of you that are YouTubing in. We want to see who you are. So make sure you type us a little comment in there so we can see who you are. And of course, our Zoomers, you guys know there's a chat window in here too, and you can chat away if you want to. And say hey to everybody. So I know for one thing is we have some new consultants on the call tonight. So first of all, this is for the new girls. Woo! Okay, here's the deal. Last week, as y'all probably had guessed, I knew about the e-start, right? Because I did the video the prior week. And then the next day, Monday came out. And so aren't you glad if you listened to the call last week that you got all those tips about recruiting so that you could use them this week? You know, I am super, super pumped because our unit, I personally have got 3 recruits last week, and then our unit has gotten 2. So we have 5, maybe they got, yeah, 5 or 6 last week, which think about this, you guys. If a unit did that every week, just 5 people a week, that's 20 new team members every month for your unit. Do you know that you will win a top director trip doing that? 10 is for growth and 20 is for massive action. And so we've got to do exactly what we said we were going to do. So I got to tell you, last Sunday night, before I went to bed, I made myself, in fact, I went onto the bedroom and I went, no, you don't. Get back into your office. So I went back in my office and I made myself make my list of 25 people. Like I would not let myself go to bed without doing it. And so, you know, the first few were people that I've talked to. And then the last ones, I'm like, I don't know. I just thought I got to think of some people. So I pulled up people who had ordered from me lately and I wrote my 25 people down. And so this week I did contact all 25 and signed 3. And I got 2 thinking about it. And some that haven't, well, there's several that are like pondering and some that haven't answered me back. That's normal. And several that told me no. But you know what we talked about last week? It is in the numbers, isn't it? It is in the numbers. And if you ask no one, guess how many recruits you get? None. A big fat 0. So you have to have your list and you have to go through them and you can't worry about the no's. Remember we talked about getting 10 no's in a row? So I have not gotten 10 no's in a row because somebody says yes. So then you have to start over. It's so awesome. So if you are on here and you're thinking, I don't even know where to start, what I want you to do is go back to last week's Boss Babe call and listen to it again. All the directors gave tips on recruiting, and I thought every single one of them did such a great job. And listen to it again, and instead of just listening, actually make yourself do it. And y'all, I'm no different than you. Like this week, I had to make myself contact them. And like yesterday, I was wanting to do some stuff, and I thought, no, you're going to get in there and you're going to contact the rest of those people on that list. Even though some of the people I looked at, I thought, I don't even know why I put her name down. You know, but then I thought, well, you put it down for some reason. The Lord put it in your mind or you put it in there. So just contact her. And I'm talking to myself. What's the worst thing that could happen? Well, she could tell me no, right? So I just want to encourage you. You know, one thing too is to, if you have some people that were former team members of yours, I have found that I have a couple of former team members that have signed back up in our unit as well. And $30 is easy because I already have their kit. And the other ones are actually doing the 130, which is the starter kit plus the e-start, because that's like the best deal. Y'all know that, right? So make sure you talk about both of those things. So let me scroll over here and see if my girl's on here. And she is not. That's okay. Okay, so let's do a couple of announcements. First of all, we got a flash sale going on, right? So there's a flash sale. It's today and tomorrow. It is at midnight tomorrow Central Time. So you will want to, or if it runs out, okay? So it is a skin something bundle. I can't remember what they called it. Somebody type it in the chat. I know you can look up the name of it, but it is the white tea and citrus satin hand set, the 3-in-1 cleanser, the cleansing bar, and the extra white night cream. Okay, so y'all know Mary Kay is still in business right now because we sell stuff like that, essentials. Okay, so that's why we are able to keep going, and that's why they did not have to shut down all the distribution centers. Thank the good Lord, right? That we sell personal hygiene products. Otherwise, we would be like the other companies that just sell glamour, and they're done until they get to open back up, and have their retail stores and their production. I mean, their manufacturing plants too, So anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm sure they thought we got to bump up that kind of product so that they can keep rolling, right? So it's 55% off. There is a limit of 13 bundles. 13 bundles. So I think I saw somewhere if you max it out, it's like 413 or something like that. Don't, whatever the price is, y'all can figure it up. Somebody put it in the chat box. But anyway, it's a great deal. So there are, the satin hands are easy to sell. And the 3-in-1 cleansers, they're easy for a lot of different reasons. Like my husband uses it as his bar soap. Like, instead of $1 ivory soap, he likes to use a $20 3-in-1 cleansing bar. But his skin feels so soft, right? He likes a good soap. So, use it for the body. Cindy Williams talked about it. I told him about it. And also, of course, for the face. A lot of people just prefer washing their face with a soap, like a bar instead of a liquid. Then, of course, cleaning your brushes with it is amazing. It works better than anything else, is just cleaning your brushes on the top of it with that. And of course, the extra white night cream, y'all probably saw that on the Boss Babe call. There was one that had 20 different uses for the extra white night cream. That product has been around since the start, like for 50 something years. It used to be in a little jar. You unscrewed the top, scooped it out, and that was actually your moisturizer. Everybody used that for their moisturizer. And I remember when I started with my oily skin, I'm thinking, I don't need very much of that stuff, right? But anyway, people love it. It's got a million uses. So I think it's a great deal. You can make a little bit of extra money. You can pass the savings on to your customers if you want to, or you can just sell it split it up, sell it at one price or whatever you want to do. But you have to make a decision between now and tomorrow. And so I don't want you to forget about that. Okay, the other thing is the end of the month, of course, is Thursday is the 30th. And I don't know how I feel about this month. I don't know if it's slow or if it's fast. For me, it's kind of been fast. March was a creeper. Like March was like 10 weeks. And I feel like April is like a week. I had this one pack of pills that I take, and they're in like this 2-week thing. I punch them out, every day. And I'm like, I can't believe 2 weeks has already gone by. I mean, I feel like I just opened this pack. It's just so weird how fast it's going. But it's so exciting that Mary Kay has come alive with this MKE start. And so I know Jana's team like almost all the units have gotten team members from it. And a lot of you have gotten. Matter of fact, if you're on YouTube, or if you're in this Zoom and you can see the chat window, just go ahead and put a little hands up if you've got a team member this month so far, okay? Because it's not over, and like my goal was at least a gold medal. So I gotta call all these people back, and I got to get 2 more. I got to hook 2 more people, because it's a great opportunity, and it's really put some fire back into me. New people will do that. Don't it? Like when you ever get a new person, you're like, oh, thank you. It's just so exciting to talk to a new consultant that's excited about our business, And so, yes, Trista, you do have to get it done. She goes, I got it done. You do, for sure. And so I have been working on recruiting a lot this week, but also, you guys, sales are good. Sales are good. People are getting their stimulus check. And you know what? They're wanting to spend some money with somebody. So make sure you have your own personal website set up. Make sure you have your ProPay set up, because Mary Kay's got that discount on shipping for customer delivery service orders for $3.50. That is so cheap for right now to send, and just have Mary Kay ship on the product. So make sure, I know new people are getting theirs set up, but if you've been in and you don't have that set up, you want to do that. And then, you know what, on your personal page, you can put, y'all, I'm so excited about my new personal website, and just put what it is. You don't have to say click to order. That's that call to action. Okay. So get that set up for yourself. And Man, something just went in and out of my mind. Hang on just a minute. Let me see if Lisa Ann is texting me back. My girl. Okay. I mean, glance right here too. I'd hate to have her not on here. Okay. I don't see her yet. Anyway, there was something that just went right in my mind and out. I tell you what I'm going to do. I think Lindy Blair is on here. Lindy, are you on here? I'm going to unmute Lindy. I think this is her. Hey, Lindy, can you hear me?
Hey. Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Lindy, would you mind? Lindy did her very first virtual party. She did her very first one, like with actual samples and everything. So I wanted Lindy to share with you, if you don't mind, Lindy, what your results were and kind of how you did your party. Okay. And then I'm gonna message Lisa Ann and see if she's coming tonight or not. All right, go ahead, Lindy.
All right. Hey guys. So I actually, I was kind of excited to know that I had my first party booked, but on the other hand, your first time doing something, it was kind of like, oh, kind of scary. And I had it where it was a friend of mine was the hostess, and so I was just doing it as kind of like QVC style, where I was just going through all the products. They had nothing to try at home. They were just watching me. But I wanted to also make it kind of fun for them instead of them just sitting there watching it and having, seeing me showing products and teaching and talking. So I kind of made up this emoji game. And it didn't have anything to do with Mary Kay, but it kept them involved and kind of fun. And so at certain times I would kind of break it up and I'd say, okay, send me an emoji of, well, because I kind of picked it up from what Cleta does. Are you wearing pajamas or regular clothes? And so that was one I did. The other one I did is, okay, what kind of shoes are you? Are you a tennis shoe person or are you a high heel person? Send me that emoji. Well, then after that one, not everybody that was on that knew me, but it was kind of fun. Then I said, okay, what am I? Would I prefer high heels or would I prefer tennis shoes? Just to kind of make it kind of fun. And so, I kind of laughed and saw all those emojis coming through. But so for the other part of showing the products, I started with sun care. And then I went into satin hands, satin body, skincare. I did all of them except the men's line. And then I went to a 5-minute quick out the door color look. And then I did more of a color look. And so not only was I explaining the products, and the whole kind of like when we do a one-on-one facial or a party when you have people with you, of explaining the products and how they're going to work and what they're going to do for you. I did all that too. And I kind of thought before I got on there, maybe this is going to take me maybe 20, 25 minutes if I do all skincare and color, because I didn't want to be too long, but I didn't want to be too short. Well, come to find out, I was just at an hour when I was done with the party. So I was like, wow, I can talk for an hour straight on products. But I had a great time doing it. And the people that I did know that were on there with me, I was able to talk with them after, and they had a great time, they told me, and they were very impressed with how I did it. So I had a great time, and I can't wait to do another one tomorrow. So that was my first experience. And I'm telling you, if you haven't done it, give it a try. So for the ordering, what I've gotten so far is 4 orders, and a few more said they didn't have a chance to watch it and that they wanted to. So I know we have more orders still coming in, but so right now I'm at about $200 and some is what I've taken in. And that's not what the hostess wanted either. That was just for the 4 orders. So not too bad for a first one. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to encourage you to really do it. And even if you don't have a hostess, do it for yourself. Just invite some friends and give it a whirl, because I enjoyed it. And if you know me, you would have never thought I would have enjoyed it, but I had a fun time. So definitely give it a try.
Oops. Okay. Lindy, I have a couple questions for you. Okay. And if you guys have questions for Lindy, and also if you have held your own virtual party, not like a group like I'm doing, like QVC style, but Lindy, you actually gave them samples ahead of time. Did you mail them samples?
No, they didn't have any samples.
Oh, this is no samples. Okay.
No samples. No.
And this was on Facebook. No samples. You just talked about the products.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was my first ever time doing, because usually I have somebody with me, whether it's one-on-one or a party, where they're getting to try that product. So this is my first time ever not having somebody try a product as I explain it, which is different too.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the key is keeping your guests engaged, especially if you're going to be on there for an
Yeah.
hour. Now, I will say this,
Yeah.
people are kind of bored right now and they don't really have, I mean, like if they're like me, well, I don't even have cable. So I'm like, I'm so bored with everything that's on TV. Like I'm tired of hearing about the virus. I'm tired of hearing about all that mess.
Yeah.
And so like, I think we have a pretty good percentage of people that actually just stay with you the whole time,
Yeah.
believe it or not. So
Yeah,
that's
they
awesome.
do.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay. If you, I'm gonna unmute Latrice. Latrice, I'm gonna unmute you right now. Hey, girl, how are you?
I'm great.
Good, good. Latrice, I know that you guys have done some online parties and stuff too. So would you like to share anything about what y'all are doing?
Yes. So I have a new consultant. She signed up the last day of March, and y'all, she just went gung ho. She had hosted a party for me, started using the skincare, loved the product, and so I recruited her. And she jumped in here, had never held a normal, I should say, skincare class in front of people like in their home. And she has jumped in here. She's held 4 virtual parties. First of all, Cleta, thank you. Seriously, like you have led this pack. I am so excited because Carrie jumped on your virtual makeover party and she signed up after that. Okay. So she got people to come on, jump on, and she literally had a close to a $600 party watching you. So
Wow.
that's how she got her first qualified order. Okay. Then she started doing her own. So she's held 4. She's got 3 this week, 1 in California. And so she also has a new team member. And the new team member is probably watching us tonight, Bailey from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And so we are just thrilled. Carrie has jumped in there. She did it QV style, just like you. She did not have any samples sent out to these people. And she has sold, y'all, get ready for this. This is the 26th of April. She has sold almost a Ruby Star order, like wholesale. She has wholesaled almost a Ruby Star order. So she sold over $5,000 in product. I know, pick your chin up.
Wow. Y'all,
So
something else right there. Wow.
Yes. So anyway, I just want to just thank you again because you literally have set the pace for all of us in doing these virtual parties. And it is so amazing. Go ahead. What?
I was just gonna say, and what the thing about it is, some of our girls do not have samples. Now, Lisa Ann was going to talk about that when you do have some samples to give out and go back and actually let them do their face. And I don't know what's happened to her. Let's just hope everything's okay. But I will post, I'll get her to do a Zoom thing with me and do the training because she has had phenomenal sales as well. But you guys, you can be encouraged that with no samples, just going through your stuff. I was going to ask Latrice, is Carrie actually doing it on her own face or is she just talking about it?
She's just talking about it and doing the cleanser and the moisturizer on the back of her hand.
Yeah.
That's it. It's what came in her starter kit. One of the great things she does, y'all, is she takes an eyeliner pencil and she puts an M and a K on it and she wipes it off with the oil-free eye makeup remover. She also does the CC cream on the back of her hand. So once she puts the CC cream, then she's got the eyeliner, and then she takes the oil-free eye makeup remover and wipes it off and shows the pad. Like, it is incredible. And y'all, it's so simple. She goes through everything that's in her starter kit, and she does talk about the other sets, but she uses the 3D, so she can talk about that. But yeah, no samples.
Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome.
It is. I know.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute. Hang on, I'm gonna look right here and see if Pearl's on here a minute. Okay, Jana, I'm going to unmute you for a minute. And Jana, do you have anything that you'd like to add on like virtual parties or any kind of virtual appointments?
First of all, Latrice, wow. Thank you so much. That is so powerful just to have him doing that stuff on the back of the hands. Okay, so I could totally see doing, okay, my mind's going crazy because when I've done parties before in person, when you just do like the, do skincare on the back of one of the hands, do the whole miracle set with normal to dry. And then on this side, just do foundation and then do this side, put foundation and then show them the difference and how it goes on. I'm totally going to do, I'm doing that. I'm doing a miracle. And then I'm going to do, okay, I got so many ideas from that. Thank you so much. Okay. Something that I wanted to share, Cleta, that I'm really excited about right now, and that is the skin analyzer consultations. Because I sent this out to several of my clients, and I'm not kidding you. Like I had scheduled a text and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm getting, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. And then they're sending me the results. And so once they send me their results, then I set up a time, said, oh my gosh, great. When is a time that, we can visit for a little bit just about the products so I can get practice in this, so I can become skin analyzer certified. Okay, skin analyzer certified. I got that from Karen Rydell. And Karen Rydell, it was like the Jana Strunk show on steroids. It was crazy. I'm like, oh, whoa, those are some amazing ideas. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday, Karen was on the Dawn Otten-Sweeney call, and she talked about, at the end of the conversation, she started talking about becoming skin analyzer certified. And I'd already challenged my unit to do the 15 or the 30. But you guys, this skin analyzer, what I heard from the first person that I did this with, I said, what impressed you the most? And she said, well, what impressed me the most is that I went to, and by the way, I sold some product on them. I think it was like $50 on my very first one. She said, I'm putting samples in of some of the stuff that she was excited about. She said, I went to a spa and it was a med spa. And she said, I did, a facial thing, and they used something to analyze my skin. And she said, and guess what? It said the same thing that your app did. And I'm like, oh, Mary Kay, you are so good. They're so good, you guys. This isn't just something that's taking a picture and guessing. This is high tech, amazing things that we have at our fingertips. We are so, so fortunate. And so I'm super excited. So I went through and I talked to her about each one of the products, but I really, really am excited to get a hold of Karen's survey that she did with Stacy Faust. And I can't wait to get that and to put that into action, because I'm having great luck with this. And something that I didn't think about that they did, and that is referrals, about getting referrals from this. And so that's so exciting, because you guys, okay, so you're on this with this gal and you say, okay, so the skin, you enjoy doing the skin analyzer, if I could get some more practice with this, who are some like 5 people that if you could tell me 5 people that you think might enjoy doing this skin analyzation, then I would love to give you one of these products for half price. You know what if she's choosing the Time Wise Lifting Serum? That's a $35 deal just for sharing the names and numbers of 5 friends. And it doesn't matter where they're at. It doesn't matter, because they could be anywhere in the United States. You're building your business anywhere in the United States. And so you guys, I love parties, but I am a one-on-one queen. I can really build relationships with people in that way. And so this has really fired me up. So anyway,
awesome. Thank you. And I want to share something that was on the Top Director Vox. Today, there was a girl that was talking about how do you get referrals from, it's a great way to get referrals from these parties. So I want to share with you that one that I thought was really, really good. And she said, I'm going to read it to you. This is from Jim Bowsey, or anyway, Bousc. Okay. I know her by her first name, Jen. Okay. She said, we have changed our wording to nominate and asking them to send before the appointment, and our referrals numbers have drastically increased. We send a text 24 hours ahead of the virtual party and then again the next day. And this is what she said, and I will send this to y'all. It says, hey, Sally, who would you like to nominate to receive a pink pack of pampering like you got? Now, this is where, if y'all remember, we have, there are some like little, we call them pink packs, where they get a time-wise skincare sample and a microderm sample and a couple other things, so it's like a little pack of some samples that they're using at the parties. Okay. So who would you like to nominate to receive a pink pack of pampering like you got? For every person you nominate, you will get entered to win a prize giveaway tonight. So just need their name and number before we start at 5 o'clock. I'm so excited. I can't wait for your pampering session. Be sure to have a washcloth and some water. See you soon. So that's when you do have the samples, and the samples are available, you guys. I ordered some today, so they're not out. You can get them when you place your order, and you can get those samples into people's hands. So I thought that was really good. And then, of course, some are doing, it says, here's what I'm doing for referrals. This is Sherry Ammons, and these are all top director people that won the trip. She said, I'm doing it's a compact tic-tac-toe, and I will send you this form. Okay. And it has like 9, basically, 369. It has 9 squares, and it says, here's what I'm using: 2 names per square. I usually play a 3-minute song during the referral game. Whoever has the most over 10 gets extra entries for the prize drawing. So, and see what happens is there's 2 names per square, and they get the prize that's in there. Like one's a blush, one's a lipstick, one's like a lip balm, and they get it when those 2 girls book. So if they book, then they get the prize that's in that spot. Does that make sense? So you're really not giving anything but like more entries into the drawing until you actually book those people. So I thought that was a cute idea, and I will send that. In fact, I'll just go ahead and forward that to our Boss Babe Voxer group, and then I'll also try to post it over there on YouTube as well. So anyway, that was some of the ideas that they gave as far as getting referrals from the virtual parties. And I love what Karen Roddle said, just like Jana talked about, getting them from the Skin Analyzer app. And if you can give me 5 people you think would do this, then you could give them a little gift for that. So I think that's awesome. Okay.
Cleta.
Yeah.
Cleta, can I say something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Carrie is doing Deal or No Deal. And so she has gotten more parties booked from people saying, okay, she has gifts lined up, number 1, number 2, number 3. So she has these gift bags with the 1, 2, 3. So if somebody books a party, they get whatever's in the bag, but they don't get the gift until the party's done. Okay, so that is how she has continued to book parties from her virtual party. So it has been phenomenal.
That's awesome. And I know some people are going to ask, what does she put in her little gift bags? Like a lipstick, an eyeshadow, what does she put in there?
An eyeshadow, mascara. She really has planned, she's been strategically planning. She put in there some of the things that she earned as bonuses. So it has not cost her anything.
That is smart. That's so
Yes.
good. And y'all know that Deal or No Deal is basically where they say, okay, do you want to, if you book a party, deal or no deal, if you want to do it, and then you get to pick. So it's just like the little game show thing. So That's awesome. Good. Thank you, Latrice. Thank you. Okay. Let me glance on here a quick minute. Okay, so Sayla, I know Sayla's been doing this little thing called 75 Hard this week. And it's really made a difference in her business and her mental stamina. And so Sayla, would you like to share about that for just a minute? And just anything that you think it's helped, maybe how they can incorporate some of the things that you're doing.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I hope you're doing great. Yes, about 10 or 12 days ago, my daughter sent a group text to myself and my 2 boys. And she said, this is something that one of my roommates is doing. And hey, guys, I thought you might like it. Well, my boys just looked at it and tossed it to the side. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to do that. And I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I thought, I really, I keep promises to other people, but the person I don't keep promises to is myself. And, I think, especially as women, when as we get older and have families, that our name, before we get married and have children, our name is at the top of the list. And after all that happens, our name goes to the bottom of the list. And so, when we have a goal, or at least for me, when I have had a goal before, if my children needed something, or then I would say, well, I can get to my business in a little bit, but I'm going to tend to them and come back. And so, like I said the other night, last week, I've talked about a lot of things like that pink Cadillac right there for many, many years. And so when St. Elizabeth sent the 75 hard, it's called hashtag 75 hard. And so what you do is you, for 75 days straight, no breaks, no cheat day, no anything, you do 5 things. You drink a gallon of water every day. You read 10 pages of a self-improvement type book. You exercise twice a day, 45 minutes each time, and one has to be outside, and they cannot be back to back. You take a progress photo of yourself every day, and then you pick a meal plan. They call it a diet, but it doesn't have to be a diet. Let's just say you're going to get off Diet Coke or something, whatever it is that you can stick to. And so and you drink a gallon of water. Yeah, I said that. So so what I found is over the years, I have exercised and done things. And so when things kind of if I've set a few goals, then what typically happens to me is I'm running pretty good, and then something happens and I think, oh, I can't do that. So I'm just but I did get my exercise in. I sort of default to what is easy to me, right? And so with the 75 hard, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do 75 hard, and then I'm going to set some hashtag 75 hard Mary Kay things that I have to do every day. Mm-hmm. So this is where the rubber has met the road. So I said, I'm going to make it where I can do it every day, even on a day where I think there's just no way, then so I did some different things, but like I'm going to call one customer a day. I'm going to call one consultant a day. I'm going to write a note every day. Just going to send out to people the video every day, or some kind of marketing every day. And so what has happened is, just as I thought, I have moved along with the 75 hard things. Today we were out of town all day. We went to Jacksonville, and I came home.
You're good.
And I came home and at 6 o'clock tonight, and I had not done my exercise, and I knew I had to call, but I thought, I don't care. I have been gone all day, and I'm going to go do what I need to do. I've got to call a customer. I've got to call a consultant. I've got to get the note written. I've got to send out 2 videos. And so I came home at 5 and went and exercised, and then came home and did all my Mary Kay things before I got on here tonight. And so, because the trick is, if you miss, you have to start over. And I don't want to start over. And I really want to keep the promise to myself. And because really, at the end of the day, we're the only ones that lay down and sleep with ourselves and our minds at night. And I think it's hard sometimes for us to be authentic if we're not doing what we said. And there's a lot of things, I didn't know you were going to ask me about that, Cleta, but what I do is make out, one of the Mary Kay things is I said I was going to do my 6 most important list every night. And so I do this, and then I write a lot of who I've talked to and what I've done under that. And so I'm doing it. And I mean, I am on day of 10 or 11. Well, I started a week ago Thursday, the last Thursday. So we're moving forward, and it has really helped me just kind of track. It's just tracking things. And maybe some of y'all are better trackers than me. I think about it. I think about tracking a lot, and I think, oh, I need to call Susie and talk to, do all these different things, but I don't write it down. And so this way I'm doing what I say every single day. So is that what you wanted?
Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. And I'm just so proud of you for doing that. And the thing is just that daily effort. And I told Selah, I said, here's what's going to happen. I said, in a couple of weeks, you're going to go, wow, look at all this increase, because at the end of the year, the queen that's on stage and the one that got the most recruits, and even the ones that are like in top 10 in my unit, they're not the person that placed some huge order and then didn't do anything. It's consistency. And like, you'll see it at the beginning of the year, somebody might be number 1 or 2. And then by the end of the year, all my consistent Connies just end up going straight to the top 10 like they always do, because they do something every single, month, week with their business. And so I value that consistency. And whether it's doing one thing with it or doing 10 things with it, whatever it is, be consistent. And then when you master one, just add just a little bit more. So thank you for sharing that, Selah. It's very inspiring to me. So I wanted you to share it with everybody else. I actually looked it up today, and I saw the little list. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So, okay, I'm going to unmute Loree, and Loree has she just did an overhaul in her office in 3 days. And so anyway, I know she's excited about her business. So Loree, is there anything that you would like to share tonight?
I just want to say, let's finish up April really strong. Everybody has such great ideas and great things as far as keeping your business going during this time. So we just have a lot of opportunities to really get creative with our business. So just want to give everybody a shout out to finish April strong.
Okay, sounds good. Y'all see that empty shelf behind her? Once she gets all her product back up there, it'll be different next week. So anyway, I'm excited for you, girl.
I still got a little sanding to do before I can move my stuff back in here. I don't have to dust it all again. So.
I hate sanding.
But yeah, hopefully you guys going to finish it tomorrow. So
I know. Okay, let's see. Miss Katie, I'm going to unmute you. And so is there anything that you would like to share tonight?
Hey guys. So sorry. My husband just brought me a plate. I've been downstairs working and doing launch parties for my new consultants here on Facebook. So anyway, I wanted to share with you guys. I have not listened to the Unlocked call yet, but I'm really excited to, just because of everything you guys have been talking about. And then I also wanted to say, and just kind of mirror what what Loree was just saying, because there are so many ways to win this month. We have added in our unit this last week, we've added 6 new team members since Monday. And
congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited for the movement that is happening, for the excitement in these new consultants. Out of the 6, 3 of them chose to do the e-start. 2 of them chose to do the starter kit and the e-start, and then the last girl chose to do the starter kit. And I'm just so excited for the options that Mary Kay is giving us, and really trying to step into that. And I feel like I've pivoted into this virtual working of our businesses. And so if you still have fears and reservations, I totally get it, but just try something new tomorrow. Try something new with your business, and I promise you'll be excited and not regret that you did. So yeah, I'm so excited to end April strong, and I wish that for all of you as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Katie. And you know what, that brings me to something that I was reading, and it talked about how people need to hear stuff 7 times to get it. So if you're on the call, this is actually the 7th week of the corona, right? So if you're on the call and now you're like, I haven't done one single virtual thing, but after this is the 7th week of hearing it, maybe I could start. And here's the deal, even though we'll be out soon and be able to do our normal Mary Kay, why not? Why not be in your pajamas on the bottom and your cute shirt on the top and do a party in 45 minutes or an hour and sell, and when you're done, you just put your pajamas back on. I mean, like, why not do that every now and then? That's okay. So I think it's a skill that even when we go back, a lot of us are going to keep doing some virtuals because it's something that we can do, like Jana said, all across the USA, all across the USA. And so I don't give up on it, you guys. And I know some people jump on it. I think some of us jumped on it probably a little quicker because we were already doing like the Boss Babe calls. Like, we were a little bit used to Zoom calls. We're already streaming to Facebook and YouTube. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I think some of us that were a little bit more already doing stuff like that, it was not that big a deal. But there's some that's like, I've never done anything. I've never even gone live on Facebook, period. Not even at my own birthday party or whatever. So that's okay. I'm proud of y'all for trying. And you just got to jump on board and just see what happens. What's the worst thing that you can do? You could be on there and you'd have 3 or 4 people on there listening to you talk, and then you get off and you didn't sell anything. That's the worst thing that could happen. Well, guess what? You didn't spend any money. You're sitting there at your own house. I mean, it's just like, you don't make money watching Netflix. So what's the difference? Just give it a try. Just give it a try. Okay, I'm going to unmute. Nina Renfro she's a sales director that just moved here to Valdosta, and she hops on the Boss Babe calls every now and then. And I'd like, Nina, if there was something that you might want to add tonight to any tips for these gals, we'd like to hear it.
Well, you guys pretty much said everything that needed to be said. Things have been going great for me. I've been getting people left and right. If there are family members that you've never reached out to, because I've been in Mary Kay going on 13 years, but there's still people, that family and friends, that I haven't reached out about this business. So I've been recruiting like crazy. So definitely just reach out to those people, even if you don't think they're interested. Just ask, and you never know.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. And it's good to see you on here too. Okay, Rosie, would you like to add anything tonight? Let me unmute you. You might have to unmute yourself. I was trying to unmute you. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Great. Hi, everybody. We have had Jana's unit and Katie's unit and my unit have kind of collaborated the last couple of weeks, and we've done some live events, and I was a little nervous about them. I've done Facebook parties before, but the kind where I sat behind the screen and I just, copied and paste and interacted a little bit, but never really showed my face. And so not last week, the week before, we did all the skincare lines and some supplements. And that week it was just Jana and me. It was the Jana and Rosie show. And it was really a lot of fun. I mean, once we started, I kind of forgot there were people even looking at us. I mean, you can't see them. And I thought we did a really good job. It was a little bit long, but we have fun. And then last week we did a marketing event. And I have a follow-up with one of the ladies. She's a police officer in Alabama. I have a follow-up with her tomorrow night about that. But the other thing I wanted to mention is I loved the unlocked call. I mean, that was fantastic. So I did I started contacting some people to do the skin analyzer. And one of the ladies that I contacted, she needed some products. So that was a win-win. We did her skin analysis, and I booked a party from that skin analysis. Would she want to do that with her friends? And she thought that was a really cool idea. So we're going to do it on May 8th because I need time to get because we're going to do it with samples, and I want to get some samples to them. So I've kind of had hit and miss ordering samples. Sometimes I get on and there's no normal to dry. And the last time I ordered a bunch, then there was no charcoal mask. So, it's been a little bit hit and miss. So, anyway, I'm waiting for some stuff to come in, and I'm just really excited because I think that that skin analyzer thing is just awesome. I mean, I did it on me too, and yeah, I had a little more wrinkles than I really wanted to. I was hoping if I took it about 5 different times, it would change the results on the wrinkles, but it didn't. But nothing was really bad. In fact, some of them were low, and I'm like, well, that must have been a mistake. No, not really. But, I think it's fun. And I think anytime we can use technology in a fun way, and like she talked about, people want customized skincare. And, you know, the more you customize something, the more special that person feels, because they know they're not just part of a cookie cutter recipe, that it's for them. And I think that's so important nowadays, to make
That's
people
right.
feel extra important at this time. So that's what I've been doing.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Rosie. Well, I want to finish up by telling y'all something. Sometimes, you know, Mary Kay, we feel like the legal department is on us. Like they're watching everything we do and stuff like this. But I want to say a little shout out to the legal department today. And I'm going to tell you why. Just this week, there were 10 direct selling companies that got letters from the Federal Trade Commission about how they are talking about their earnings. You know how Mary Kay says, don't tell, like on Facebook and stuff, don't talk about your earnings, like the exact dollar amount that you can make, because, you know, it's up to each individual person. You know how they're always warning us about that, right? They don't want us posting like a picture of our check and stuff like that. And then, and also about making claims for like earnings, but let me see what it says exactly. But anyway, there were several other cosmetic companies on the little list and other companies in direct sales, but Mary Kay was not. And so we were talking about how we're so glad. Okay, it says the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, sends warning letters to multi-level marketers regarding health and earning claims they or their participants are making related to coronavirus. And one of the things, you remember Mary Kay came out and said, do not claim that our satin hands is a disinfectant, you know, and even warned us about making our own, you know, because of things like this. And then there were all these companies that came out and said, oh, you can use this, and it's just the same as a Lysol, you know, a wet wipe or whatever. And so they were warning them a bit against making false claims that have not been proven or tested. And so anyway, like I say, there's 3 cosmetic companies on here and a couple of others. I won't name names, but you can Google FTC and you can see who they are. You'll know them. And so I'm so glad Mary Kay wasn't on the bad list, because sometimes we feel like they're just honest, you know, about stuff like, why can't we do that? But that legal department is trying to protect us from getting in trouble for things. And, you know, that's how there's other companies that have had to shut things down because of not doing the things that we don't even know about. Like, we're like, why can't we? Well, they know about stuff. And it's not like they're just trying to stop us, right? So just be careful. And if ever in doubt, you know, only use the claims that Mary Kay says. And like one of the things that I always do when I'm doing a party, if I'm going to do a claim, like I use the product fact sheet, because anything on here is 100% true and it's 100% verified. Now, you can always say, I love it, and now this sitting on there, but I'm going to tell you why I love it. It's okay to say that, but you can't claim it cures some disease just because your disease kind of cleared up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I just want to throw that out, that even though legal, I would never, ever, ever want to work in a legal department. Would y'all ever? That would be like the worst for me. But I'm glad that we have somebody that's looking at the rules and trying to, you know, keep us on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? And so, and just keep us flying right, Mary Kay. So I just wanted to just kind of throw that out there today. And I was glad that Mary Kay didn't get in trouble. So this week, what to concentrate on? We have really tonight and 4 more days left in the month. And so last week, lots of us got team members. This week, don't let up. Reach out and see if you can add just 1 new team member between now and the end of the month. And then we can start May off really, really great. There's going to be some great new things in May that you're going to absolutely love. We'll talk about them next week on the Boss Babe Call. But we're looking forward to a really great month end. And I think that we're going to make up for the slow month start because of the team building and sales. Oh, and the other thing I was going to remind you is May the 10th. May the 10th is Mother's Day. And so you will want to, anything you want to promote for Mother's Day, because of shipping and stuff like that, you may want to order it before the end of April so that you get it in time. Because you don't want to say, oh, I'm going to sell, you know, this many satin hand sets for Mother's Day or whatever, and you have none in stock and think you're going to get them in 2 days, because it may not happen. Even Amazon Prime is taking like a week. So So according to where you live, you know, so think about Mother's Day, think about your strategy of what you're going to get together for Mother's Day. What I have found, instead of focusing on your whole entire inventory line, what I have found is make you up like 2 or 3 things. And I'll tell you what I think a great one is the satin roll-up bag. And we've showed it before on here, and it's where it has the satin lips, it has the satin body, and it has the satin hands. And then you do the roll-up bag. And I believe the whole thing, Jana, or some of you, I think it's $149 is what it costs, and maybe they get the bag free, something like that. But I think that's a great one. Or you could break it down and just, you know, think about, in other words, think about the body care and think about the satin hands and satin lips, because that is a generic gift that everybody likes. And of course, perfumes too, but if you can't get with them to smell it, those are really safe. And really the miracle set is a great gift for moms. So think about that, start pushing that. And here's the deal. You can push that with your man friends, because they don't have a clue what to get their mother. And they're going to come with some box of chocolates or something. And the mom's going to go, thank you, son, and wish she had some Mary Kay, right? She's going to wish she had some Mary Kay. So I think with the Mother's Day sale, we got the flash sale, we got the e-start, we got the skin analyzer. Honestly, we have everything we need. And if you don't like any of that, get out the Mirror Me app. Take all your makeup off, put your hair back, and put you on some new glamour with your Mirror Me app, because it'll let people try all the glamour too, you know? So anyway, thank y'all. I will find out about my buddy, and she might have thought it was next Sunday, but we will let you learn from Lisa Ann, because she is a top seller and $1 million director, and I wanted you to hear. So I'm sorry if I disappointed y'all tonight, but you know what? Maybe just this need to be said tonight, and that'll be whenever she comes, will be when we need to hear from her. So thank you guys for calling in, and for all our YouTubers. We got a bunch of people on YouTube tonight. Thank y'all for coming on in here. Make sure you say your name on YouTube so I'll know that you got on, and maybe something that you got out of it tonight. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop our YouTubing